Alexa app on your smartphone today. Broadcasting live from the Sweetwater Sound Studios. Experience the Sweetwater difference. This is Spectrum 23.9. Your home for variety beyond boundaries. The following is a special presentation of the Spectrum 23.9.
Okay, I guess I should probably turn those on. All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Spectrum 23.9's Amplifying Voices. We are broadcasting live tonight, as we always do now, on Facebook Live, and also at the Spectrum239.com, and also on our app. So I have the comments open, a lot of stuff. And first of all, I have to thank everyone. That has been a tremendous support to both Will and I, both on Facebook, on YouTube, and at the Disability Expo, which we'll get into later. I believe on Facebook Live we've had over 300 views in just the past week. Isn't that amazing, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now. We did kind of switch things up tonight because we do have one camera in the shop, unfortunately, already. But, you know, hey, we roll with the punches. But, yeah, Facebook Live is open now. Just search John Graham. You can see Will and I there, or you can listen to us on your Spectrum 23.9 app on Apple and Android. So, without further ado... let's try to get to 400 views on Facebook Live this week. But I'm John Graham. This is Will Edwards. Hey, Will, how's it going?
I am doing great.
Yes. How's everyone doing? And no, we are not a news corporation. We're not going to give you the news. But I figured, this is really better than anything. After I found out that our second camera was going to be in the shop, I was like, well, how are we going to do this? Well, and Will just suggested, well, why don't the camera just face both of us? Mm-hmm. So yeah, and yeah, here we are. It's Friday, May 16th, 2025. And like I said, yeah, we had fun at the expo. But Will, what was your week like this week?
Overall, it's been good so far. I will say the warmer weather, especially today and yesterday, it was pretty hot. Though especially Tuesday when I went to my karate class. Because it was so humid outside when we were doing like our training, it was like very warm in there.
Oh wow!
So
wow, that is I mean that's kind of killer right there. Like like when it's 85 degrees, it's not really good to just stay in a warm environment. Like you need that AC, that air conditioning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Usually for me, I'm the best way that I manage like being outside is when I'm at like Leo Park, for example. A good form of relaxation I do is swinging on a swing, and kind of the breeze from that keeps me cool, even if it is hot. Really, The biggest issue I have is when the sun like really kind of beams on my arms, which is kind of an issue because basically I don't have the best tan between my forearms and the rest of my arm.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't want it worse.
So then let me ask you, when you go out to like a theme park like Cedar Point or the water park, which we'll be doing later in June, do you tan really well, or do you tend to burn in the sun?
I'm not fully sure, just because I don't really go out to like pools or beaches that much. So I never really actually found out like where and how I burn. I will say when I go to like Florida, I do tend to burn a lot easier, but that's just because you're closer to the equator. But like, for example, when we went to Cedar Point or the river park, it was decent. Like, I didn't really burn or anything. So I guess it also depends on the environment as well. So,
Yeah. And you know, and I would say it surely probably did help also that because when we went last year, I remember that, you know, that we got really through really quickly, you know, the parks, you know, so yeah, so you know, yeah, so I mean, like, you know, everything, you know, everything worked out, and you know, it was just really kind of like nice to lounge and all that stuff, you know, at the water park. But let's now shift to talk about the Disability Expo, and we're going to what? Sorry, folks. All right, for whatever reason I turned on the camera settings again. I really need the hand motions again. Hang on.
The camera just wants you to take the spotlight.
Yeah. Come on, camera. Yeah, this is obviously this is a lot more better when we have two separate cameras. But well, hang on, Will. Do that. Oh. We're having fun on Facebook Live here. It's just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, again. So
this is going to be in the...
Oh, there we go. Okay, so
this is going to be in the bloopers. You're probably not going to see this in the edited version.
Yeah, probably not. Okay. I thought I literally just turned hand tracking off. Desk mode. Okay. Oh. What?
That's the soundboard.
Yeah, that's the soundboard, everyone. Okay, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. No, that's not what I want. We want the group. This is a group. This is supposed to be a group photo. Come on. Okay. All right. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Okay. All right. Do you want to talk about your experience while I try to shift this?
Sure.
I'm still going to turn that off.
Oh. I think, oh yeah, you can just like move it.
Yeah. We just have to manually move it sometimes.
It's a little low.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's, I mean, I guess that's okay. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun in the blooper reel. Like, just make this dedication, or just make this completely, yeah. So, all right. Now that I have on standard, I don't think I have hand tracking on. So, all right. How's that?
I would say that's better.
Okay. There we go. Okay. What was that? To my question. What was your experience from visiting the expo?
I thought it was really fun. It was nice to be part of the community that's there. Obviously, we're supporting people with disabilities and bringing awareness through our radio station. And we ended up making, I believe it was $450 at the expo, and you said that the actual like charity thing, like people can donate until the end of the month.
Yes, that is correct. So so whether you follow me on Facebook or whether you follow Spectrum on Facebook, the link to donate is actually there. And yeah, Will's right. We've raised over 450. By the end, by the end of the expo, and it was a blast. and more importantly, now Aaron South is going to be pied in the face this year. Which timing wise, I would actually like to kind of get both cameras working again, or our second camera working again, so that way maybe we can do it live on Facebook, and share it on YouTube. Now, if we get to 600, now we do have one more, we have one more event coming up on Sunday, which Caden's parents have invited me to set up a table for. It's basically a small pop-up shop in Garrett, and I'll actually list more detail, or I'll explain more details about that in a few here. But we'll be accepting donations there and also online. So if you cannot be at this event in Garrett, or even if you can't donate this week, I'll actually be sharing something for my birthday, because my birthday is a week from Tuesday. So really, I'm kind of going to promote this at least through my birthday. So that'll be kind of fun, like to see, that happen. And also Kate says hi. So
that is my mom.
Yep. So that's Will's mom. And again, you can follow along on Facebook Live. You can see us live acting all kooky, and whatnot, because, but again, we're just kind of, getting used to, this, we're still kind of getting used to Facebook Live and our cameras, but which is top notch, by the way, because, because, and I don't know if you watched my YouTube video, or the YouTube video that I posted of us, but and I'm not going to do it because, I suppose Will could do it, and we'll see what happens. But basically, it's basically me holding the L sign, making making the L hand signal, which is supposed to basically, zoom in on us, so, or whoever is hosting. So, and again, this is this is just kind of something, that we that I wanted to do something different, as well during the segment. Will is wearing a crow T-shirt, if you can see, the crow, and I'm wearing a Fort Wayne Tin Caps T-shirt. So go Tin Caps. So, in fact, the gas station I went to last night, they had actually told, or one of the cashiers told me, I got tickets for an upcoming game, because they do have, the Tin Caps do have a extended homestand of games throughout this week and next week, because next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. Which, by the way, do you have anything planned for Memorial Day weekend?
That's next week.
Yeah, next weekend.
Not that I'm aware of right now. Was there something happening with anyone else that weekend?
So the group of them. Well, so the group are going to go see Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible 6 at some point over the next weekend. I'm going to Cedar Point with Kaden again. It's our first time this year, so it'll be fun. And so yeah, I'm excited for it. I think probably what has been your, or do you have a favorite ride at Cedar Point?
Favorite ride?
Yes.
Probably my favorite is the Raptor. It's basically kind of like the giant coaster where you're attached to like the ceiling of it and your feet dangle. It's kind of like you've seen like the Iron Dragon there.
Yes.
It's basically that, but just like a mega-sized version. So,
Oh yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Except also on the Iron Dragon, you sit in a cart, but its design is the same. The cart's like suspended, not on the track. Like,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, so, but yeah, like, yeah, so that's, that's just kind of like, it, or my weekend and his weekend in a nutshell. Looks like someone's getting towed, like, outside our window.
It's kind of funny because literally yesterday when I was at my karate class, there was somebody that had to call for a tow in the parking lot.
Yeah. And thankfully my car's not getting towed. So, like, not that I would really actually need to get a tow, but
you know what a tow reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of this joke.
Oh boy, what's the joke?
What happens when frogs park illegally?
What happens when frogs park illegally?
They get towed.
Bum. Couldn't have done. See, and you guys just missed a dab on Facebook Live. But if you miss any of this or any of our shenanigans behind the scenes, you'll be able to catch us on YouTube live on YouTube probably tomorrow at some point. I would upload tonight, but I'm going to see Final Destination. And yes, I'm aware there's probably like 13 or so movies of this franchise. Which I think, if I remember correctly, I think this movie is the 6th movie. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I've never really watched it. All I know about it is like that people like die from unexpected causes and that they can't control, but it never really interested me that much.
Yeah. So, So, there you go. That's basically our next weekend in a nutshell. But now I hear honking outside. But anyway, yeah. So, at 6:21 right now, we're gonna take a break. Those of you on the air will continue to listen. We'll be able to still listen to the station and the music. Join us on Facebook Live if you want to kind of chat with us behind the scenes. We would love to chat with you. Kate has already said hi. And we're looking for the first heart or like for the night. I know. I think it was either Ozias or Fort Wayne famous Jeff Landis that gave us a heart first last week. So who's gonna be the first one to like and heart? Live, we're gonna give you live reactions on Facebook Live. But for right now, here is more on the Spectrum. Here's "I'm With You" by Avril Lavigne here on Spectrum 23.9. Okay, I believe you guys can hear us now live. But yeah. So who's gonna be the first one to like and heart us? That's the question. So, but yeah. So what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about karate?
Yeah, I do have something tomorrow. But
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you say it was in Greenwood, right?
It's in the Cornersville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cornersville?
Yeah, it's like southeast of Indy. It's more south here of Fort Wayne than it is southwest of Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Well, it wasn't me getting towed.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't get towed.
Yeah.
No, but he got to meet Mick Calf.
McCaff?
It says it on his cup.
Oh, yeah.
It's a McDonald's cup.
Yep.
Yes, I have no idea why in the world they called it that. I would assume it had to do. I would assume. I am not. Why did they just call it the Donald's calf?
I don't know. Maybe because it would be named after Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
That's a good one.
And they probably
Yeah,
can't.
I thought about that.
They probably can't say. Wait a minute.
What?
I was gonna say they can't call it the MC, but I realized
the MC Hammer?
no. I was thinking of like the Marvel Universe, but that would be MV, not MC.
What's MC Hammer? Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like, oh, Sean, I know what you meant. I just got it. I just said.
Oh, here's another thing. MC, put an A, it's AMC.
Man, I like this look better.
All right. I guess it works.
Yeah.
Or
Whatever
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Now, those of you watching behind the scenes, we're actually down a camera. Normally I would be sitting where Aaron's sitting right now. But
Hello.
well, we can't see you. So
They can hear you though.
yeah. You can't see Aaron, but you can hear Aaron.
I am behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Drinking McDonald's. That sounds really bad. I don't want to drink McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
You know-
You're sending like a message.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was gonna say the first time I went to Cedar Point, man, not the first time. I think it was like my 6th time that I went. No, it was my 8th time. Yeah, my 8th time. John was like, "Let's go to Cedar Point." So I said, "Okay, cool." So we went to Cedar Point. I had no idea that we were gonna get on the gatekeeper just yet. And that scared the heck out of me. Because when gatekeeper swings down and goes whoosh, and then it hits that vertical line, and then it hits the vertical G's, and it goes up and back around, and then it goes through the keyholes. Oh my goodness. You gotta be your adrenaline's gotta be built up. Now the Raptor, I think the Raptor is a little worse than Gatekeeper.
I would probably say no, just because I've been on the Raptor many times, and it's probably one of my favorite roller coasters. It's kind of like the Iron Dragon, but it's just bigger.
The first time I rode the Iron Dragon was probably it was not it was not called Iron Dragon. It was called Vertigrue or something like that. Vertigrue or something like that. Like there's a green one that we went on last year, and the floor just goes away.
Yeah, that's Raptor. That's Raptor.
I'm pretty sure it's feathers. Isn't it right?
No, this is like
it's the one that's
it's kind of like the orange one. Like it's like more towards Millennium Force. Like before you get to Millennium Force, you walk along it.
Are you thinking of Iron Dragon?
No, Iron Dragon is like more towards Raptor, right?
Yeah, it's just that the Iron Dragon, you sit in a cart, whereas the Raptor, you sit in a harness and your feet dangle off the bottom.
I also like the cart because you don't have to. Even if you had a backpack, you could still ride.
Yeah. And I think the second reason why I like the Raptor is because you're harnessed to your chest, rather than the other coasters, you're harnessed to your waist. Yeah. So I just feel like more safe, like when something's like holding me like this, rather than like this, if that makes sense. Okay.
Well, John, hopefully when you can go, fingers crossed that the new dragster holds together.
Well,
hopefully Top Thrill 2 holds in one piece.
I mean, you probably should hold it regardless, but
Yeah.
but yeah, Cannon not gonna ride that.
I thought you were gonna say watch out for like a meteor shower or something.
Well, you never know. Like, yeah, you never know. All right, 17 seconds before we go back to break.
You don't want to look at the moon when you ride the Top Thrill 2. You don't want to look at the moon.
Oh. Will you turn into a werewolf?
No, you just don't want to look at the moon.
All right, folks, we're going back to the microphone here for a second.
The following is a special presentation of the Spectrum 23.9.
All right. Again, we're back here on Spectrum 20.9 and also on Facebook Live. Oh, I should probably take away that. There we go. Text gone, text back. So, yeah. But yeah, we're on Spectrum 22.9 and also Facebook Live. If you missed it, behind the scenes, Aaron South came to join us. So although I don't have a camera for Aaron, because again we're down by one camera right now.
Did someone eat it?
No. So I think actually what happened is that someone that it didn't go to sleep. And I think on Saturday when we were at the expo, it basically stayed on the entire time.
So its battery died.
I'm gonna guess so, because it was like really, really hot when I came in on Monday and looked at it.
Yeah.
But speaking of the expo, now that Aaron South is actually here, Aaron is going to
sit in the background somewhere?
no. Actually, Aaron, hold this. Aaron, hold this. Sure. All right. Okay. So I wanted to do this interactively. I get there in the middle. So this is our tote board right now, and at 300, Aaron said he would agree to get pied in the face, which he did, and we've raised, as you can see, past that. We've raised $441 total so far. So yay! Congratulations, everyone! Aaron is finally getting pied in the face. So, yeah. So, and our goal is $1,000. But if we, and again, I've agreed to this. So if we can raise $600 by the end of May, I will agree to get pied in the face. If we raise $600, and then if we raise $800 or $1,000, Well, actually, I think I'm gonna make
The
it.
main DJ gets hit in the face.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah. So Andrew will get pie in the face. Next.
Does he know?
Yes. He's aware.
I think
He's-
all he
he-
said was
he's aware of it.
yeah. I think all he said was that he only wants to be pied by. I think it was just by one person specifically. I don't remember who it was, but he just said he'll only do it if the certain somebody from our group does it. So,
Yeah. So Andrew only wants me to do it. Which makes sense. Like which makes sense because like we all know that I will be very very careful and
Probably get hit in the face.
like that with how I get or with how I pie in the face.
Yeah.
So
and I can say that I can be pretty careful too because I've taken punches to the face and I've punched people in the face, so I know what my power is and like what my 0% to 100% is. So,
Yep, exactly. But yeah. So thank you for everyone who donated. Either on Facebook, on DonorBox, or even in person. And you have all month long to still get me pied in the face at least. Which is why we are, which is why we're waiting. Until the final tally. That's why we're waiting until the final tally at the end of May to do to do like a block party here and all that fun stuff. And I'm gonna wait until we have the second camera because we're gonna do it live on Facebook Live.
You gotta
So
donate to that.
yes,
One
yeah,
big 800.
yeah.
I'm assuming the term block party is a reference to Minecraft.
Now, I guess it could be.
It's
now.
time. It's time to craft. It's time to Minecraft. Isn't that how the line goes?
Is that a Minecraft handshake?
No.
I thought
Yeah.
that was a thing now.
Yeah, we are going to mine pies to craft them on Aaron's face.
Minecraft to Aaron's face.
Can I resign?
No, you cannot. Andrew so Andrew's already told me that you've tried to back out several times now, and although we've not shaken a deal's a deal, my friend. A deal's a deal.
Yes, you're right.
So, yeah.
It'd be shameful for me to back out anyway because it's a promise, and you should always keep your promises.
That's right. That is absolutely
Will,
right.
Will, he just joined the radio group, and John didn't even say he had to be pied in the face, but he volunteered anyway, and then he got nailed by the sports guy.
Yep. Which we're referring to Jacob Bretmiller.
Jake from State Farm.
I think he's one of 3 sports guys.
Who all is like a sports guy in the group?
Well, so we got Jacob, we got Logan and Brennan.
I guess I could be part of it because martial arts is considered a sport.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And by the way, first of all, I want anyway, Aaron, thank you for being our little statue. You may now sit down as we're going to transition to another subject. We're going to talk about Will's No, you're fine. You're fine. You may sit back down. But anyways, yeah. So Will and I have been kind of really apart. Dang it! This stupid thing.
As soon as you say apart, the camera only focuses on you. Even the camera knows.
Jeez.
Well, what happens if you say it?
I don't know. Okay, wide, narrow, nope. Reset. There we go. Yay. Okay. All right. Go down, please. Finally, hopefully I can. Come on. Go down.
Oh.
Siri in cameras.
I think that's too low.
Yeah, that's way too low. Okay. All right.
She has a camera a name.
You're still going down.
No. Well, I'm not.
How about Cammy?
Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay.
That works.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Okay.
Cammy.
Okay. All right. But anyways, no. Anyways, yeah. So, like I've said, Will and I have been really together in this for like during his karate tournaments. I know last year in September we both went out and did a broadcast. And now that we have these OBS cameras, like we can add that extra element. Now, obviously, tomorrow for Will is the travel day, so we won't be able to do, so we won't be able to do anything local, I think, until September. But Will, tell us a little bit about your event going on tomorrow.
So basically, I have a TKA tournament that is in Cornersville, which is about southeast of Indy. So it's about a 2.5-hour drive. So I have to be there the doors open at 8, but the event starts at 10. And typically, I like to be about an hour early, just so I'm aware of everything that's going on. And then usually the tournaments end between 1 and 2, and if we're having our bowling night at 6, then I'll still be able to make it back on time.
Yeah.
So pretty much that entire day I'm gonna be out of my house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good thing that you're an introvert. I mean, are you an introvert?
An outrovert?
So,
Someone that likes to get out a lot?
Oh, extrovert?
Yeah. Oh, yes, extrovert.
I wouldn't really say I would use that title, because I think I would say I was more introverted during my school days, but I feel like ever since I sort of overcame my mental health struggles, and then when I joined this group, I became a lot more just vocal and just more outspoken. I'm not afraid to say what I'm feeling. So
Yeah.
I would say I've gotten better. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys heard a little sound, John almost knocked Pepsi all over his lap. So I assume Pepsi would be pretty good, but
but
that's a sticky situation.
yeah. But obviously on my laptop it would not be a good scenario.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny because I actually had a Coca-Cola slushie after my basically it's just Coke in a frozen form. You can get them at gas stations, but basically I had that after my workout today because of how hot it is and all that. So I was like, okay, I need something to cool off, and that helped a lot. So
Yeah.
Oh,
mercy.
I got off work and I went to McDonald's and I ordered a lot of things, but I think what cooled me off was their caramel frappe. I don't usually drink coffee, but that's one of the things that has coffee in it. So it counts as drinking coffee. But anyway.
Counts as drinking coffee.
I have noticed that like sodas in general, they actually can make you feel warm in a sense, and the reason is because of two reasons. The first reason is the sodium. It expels water from your body, kind of like it's kind of like a diuretic in a sense. I would say it's just less worse than, say, like alcohol that would like remove all your water. But the second reason is the sugar. It basically, when you get like hyper, because sugar can make you go hyper, and then when it goes down, you can start sweating for no reason. So that's something that I experienced, and it's something that I'm pretty sure a lot of people experience when they eat candies and all that. So, yeah, it's an interesting fact.
Yes. That's our interesting fact with Will, everyone. Will the Thrill. What? Oh.
He's full of thrills.
That is my nickname, Will the Thrill.
Yep.
You actually want to know who gave me that nickname?
Jinx, I was literally going to ask you that.
Man, so
What?
Store that.
Yeah. It's also still.
Basically, my 7th grade math teacher gave me that nickname. He always used to say I was a thriller in his class.
Thriller.
And I think it was when I was in high school, I was like, you know what? I actually am starting to like the nickname. So it's kind of just stuck with me.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna try to find if
Like John, some people have noticed called Mr. Grammy. Sometimes I hear graham cracker.
I was gonna say, like, do people call you
Yeah,
graham cracker?
yeah.
Anyone ever called?
So so for instance, like in eighth grade, that's really kind of when my nickname Grammy kind of really that's when my nickname Grammy kind of really got going. Because my best friend at the time, he basically said, hey, just randomly Grammy.
Yeah.
And it's really stuck with me that that's my Discord name. It's my it's my Snapchat ID. With the exception of Graham Cracker on Discord, because because I feel like Grammy's
Yeah,
a little bit it's a little bit like childish.
yeah. I was gonna say, like, the argument I would have with the nickname Grammy compared to Graham Cracker is that Grammy can kind of make you sound like an old person, like grandma or granny. So
Not like anyone is calling John old. Nope. Well, no. I tell you this though. Sorry, just going on with this story in the background. But a lot of times I actually love to eat graham crackers. Just on a nice summer night, there's nothing like having a s'more. On a summer night, I just don't know why.
yeah,
Or in the fall, however which you have your graham crackers.
Yeah, that's right.
Play video games, eat graham crackers, yeah.
Graham Crackers. Yeah. Oh, I did. Yep. I did find it. So, yeah. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take another music break because I found the song. I found "Thriller" by Michael Jackson. Although although it's not really obviously. Well, I guess it is kind of getting cloudy, quite cloudy out there. But yeah. So we're gonna play some Thriller for those of you listening on the stream. It'll be on our stream because unfortunately, Facebook and YouTube it will definitely block it out and will get me on copyright. So. Without further ado, here's a present for all of you. It's Michael Jackson's Thriller because Will the Thrill. Well, yeah, because of Will the Thrill.
yeah.
Right here on Spectrum 23.9.
I was making an adjustment to fit Facebook. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
what organizations do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main purpose, like, for my Facebook is, like, it's an extension to, like, my Instagram, but it's also the karate association I'm part of. They only use Facebook, so that's where I follow them and they follow me. So, yeah.
Did you see John I left a gum in almost every
Is it right
area.
Oh. Well,
I left a piece of gum almost in every area on the table.
What is it? It's
well,
like
I don't know who brought these.
Not me, don't look at me.
Sugar wafers.
Don't let me know.
sugar wafers?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen those before. I don't remember specifically if
Hey, we should like buy a ton of snacks and do so many close-ups and talk about some snacks. No, I cannot see that going. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by any companies,
No.
or at least food companies.
Yeah, that's why well, if you put like a black piece of tape on every single logo and then talk about the snack. But then again, that would make the purpose of the snack. Man,
And for those of you on Facebook Live, and I guess eventually on YouTube, we're playing Thriller for Will.
this just occurred to me.
What is your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Michael Jackson much, but
Who's your favorite artist?
it's kind of hard because a lot of the music I listen to is not like music on the radio, mostly music that you find like on YouTube. I just like have my own playlist, so I don't really pay attention too much to the artists. Mostly it's just the music that I pay attention to.
Kind of like the message.
Yeah.
I understand.
So how would you like to end the show?
I guess maybe we could talk about like a future like social outing that I had in mind.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, do you know that some were actually excited about the Kalahari event, but more importantly, there was Deep River Water Park that was mentioned. So, I think either one sounds fun. But on the affordable side, Deep River Water Park wins.
Yeah.
Because Kalahari says $200, and Deep River Water Park says how much?
I think Deep River Water Park is like 38.
That's more affordable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I think the hotel experience of Kalahari. I think that is where the price range is.
Is it like a hotel next to the water park? Okay.
Yeah. So you wake up, open your door. The other door behind that room is the water park.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Like they're
Yeah, because
as you drive 2 hours. You say, okay, enough bouncing around, 2 hour drive back. Or around 3 hours drive back.
Yeah.
I don't. How do you deal with the 2 or 4 hour drive? How do you maintain and focus?
I guess the main thing. I guess the main things I like to do is just like look at everything around me, especially like when I'm have to go to towns like Kokomo, which is like pretty far off from I-69, and I'm driving down these country roads, and I just think, it's kind of cool driving down these when I've never driven down them before. And like the next time I do drive, even though I drove down them once, I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. It's like, it's kind of, I just remember it so well because I'm kind of a visual person. It's like if I see something done, I'm like, oh, that's what it is, or that's how I do it. So.
Yep. Yeah. And we're back live here on Spectrum 20.9 on Amplifying Voices. Which actually, so Aaron, who's also in the room, asked Will, how does he handle like long drives? And honestly, I probably have Will beat on this. And actually, if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can comment below your road trip stories. But I have driven 12 hours. Like I myself have actually driven 12 hours. I've been in the car more than 12 hours. Recently when my family went to Colorado. But as far as driving goes, like the most I've the amount of hours that I put in is like more than 12 hours. So what about the rest of you?
John took a vacation to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I would honestly, I would say in terms of just me driving by myself, this trip to Cornersville, I think it might actually be further because it's further down than Indy, and you have to drive through a mix of the main highway and then other roads on the side because I-69 does go southwest. Oh, I'm screwed with the camera. Yeah. But yeah, basically like I-69 goes more southwest and Cornersville is just straight south. And hey, get it, because Aaron's last name is South.
Can you position the camera again? Like,
just aim it at us.
yeah,
you just move. Yeah, you just adjust it.
Actually, hang on. There we go. Okay, all right.
And then
move it to.
Move it to your right.
Yes. Yep.
You move.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're doing it.
Just do it. Just
okay. You're good. That's good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. A palm-sized camera, folks.
Yes. Yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah. And this is the cool thing, and that's kind of like the funny thing about this camera is that it just kind of like fits. It just like literally fits in the palm of your hand. Like it literally just fits. Yeah, it literally fits in. It literally. Date it. Like what? I gotta stop talking with my hands. I gotta stop talking
with your fans.
Well, there are some people that actually.
What did I tell you guys? Like literally. Oh well, it's almost the end of the show.
Why can't you tell the camera, hey, I talk with my hands. Don't look at me.
I thought I turned it off. Oh, there we go.
Apparently, Mr. Little Camera says,
Okay.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Apparently, I guess. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So, yeah. Don't mind me on Facebook Live. I just, yeah. But yeah, I gotta stop talking with my hands. I gotta stop talking with my hands. But like, it's just, kind of, one of those things. Stop. All right. Someone did something. It just did tracking. Okay. All right. There we go. I
waves to you guys. Sorry.
All right. Well, yeah. So, but anyway, but anyways, yeah. So, I lost track of. What were we talking about?
The social outing idea that I had in mind.
Yes. So Will wanted to share a social outing idea that he had.
That's gonna come up, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah. So basically, the idea is we're going to do a game night that's a specific game night. It's going to be an Among Us game night, which, if for those that don't know what it is, it's kind of like murder mystery, but you play it on your phone. It's like a mobile game. You're trying to figure out who the killer is, and you want to eliminate him before he kills all of you. And basically the way it would work is we would all be together in one place, and whenever we have to do a meeting to figure out who the killer is, we would all be talking to each other in person, because if you just play the game by itself, you would be like talking to people through a chat box, but that can be kind of insufficient in a sense where you're not getting much time to properly talk about what you know. So I figured if we're there in person, we can not only communicate better with figuring out who the killer is, but also read the room, see what everyone's thinking, and see, oh, does he look guilty? Does he look innocent? Are we able to suss each other out?
Yeah.
So now we're still figuring it out. We're most likely first going to figure out which date we're going to do, and then assess how many people are coming so we can decide if we're going to do it in a smaller space or in a bigger space. And then as far as the requirements for it, there's you would have to bring some kind of mobile device of any kind, and it would be recommended to bring your own charger, especially if you have like an older device that maybe drains battery faster, just so that way like you can still be in the game. But if people do want to break and want to try something else, we'll also be bringing card games on the side, which I'm sure everybody is welcome to bring themselves, because I'm sure a lot of us have a lot of different card games.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
And
Like I have like Cards Against Humanity, and Caden has Red Dragon Inn. I also actually have a new game that I know we tried to, we were going to play during Friendsgiving, or at least during the Christmas party. It's called Don't Get Stabbed. So, but it sounds like we probably should try the the Among Us game night first.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's called Don't Get Stabbed.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
being stabbed is not good, and it's not like no one's gonna do it anyway. But
It's kind of interesting because in the Among Us game, you can actually get stabbed in the game by the killer. Yeah. So the reason why I think this would be a good idea is because when we do most game nights, especially with like Nintendos, Xboxes, and that kind of stuff, that people tend to go into their separate groups. Like one group might want to play this game, another group play this game, and with this specific game night, since we're only going to be having one mobile game, that ensures that everybody's doing the same thing all together, and if they want to have a break, they have that secondary option. But basically, the Among Us would be the main theme of the game night, and then there'd be secondary options, kind of like when you get a steak and you have a side of fries. That's kind of what it is. Like you have the main dish and then the sides with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's definitely on the agenda for the group. As far as that goes, and also the group. If you're not already a part of the Asperger's group that meets Partners in Autism, which we are kind of now formally known as SCAG, which is Summit City Autism Group. And shout out to Jake for thinking of that. But yeah, we still do meet we'll still meet out at Partners in Autism, regardless of the fact.
Now, not Jacob State Farm, right?
No, not Jacob State, not Jacob from State Farm.
Okay.
Jacob from Amazon.
Okay.
Thought of that. So yeah, that's kind of it's kind of very clever. But yeah, With the next weekend being Memorial Day weekend, and these guys are going to go see Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. We're going to be taking a break from Amplifying Voices live live and on Facebook Live. We'll be back after next week. So if you're looking at your calendar, we'll be back live on Friday, May 30th. And also if you guys are watching on YouTube or even on Facebook, let us know between the two episodes if you guys like this set more, where it's just me and Will like together, and if we have a guest, they're obviously sitting right there. Let us know what you think. And I'm gonna go see Final Destination in a little bit, and Will's gonna get ready to go to his karate thing tomorrow. So we have so we definitely have a busy week or a busy 2 weeks planned out for all of us. So from myself to you guys, again, I know you guys, mainly are probably listening on Spectrum, but for those of you watching on Facebook Live and YouTube, we thank you for listening to tonight's episode of Amplifying Voices. Shout out to Kate again and Alex for saying hello, and also Christy also liked the video. So shout out to all of you so far on Facebook Live that have shouted me out and us. And Will, do you have any final thoughts for tonight?
I guess the main thing I would like to say is I hope you all have a great weekend, because positivity rules.
Yes, that is right. Positivity does rule.
Positively.
Positivity. This is going where we're gonna end things. And also for those of you on Facebook Live, we're gonna end things dramatic, because I actually learned this trick. So basically, if this goes well, the camera's gonna go to sleep, and it's gonna be a nice little fade out. So for all of us here at Amplifying Voices, ciao. All right, Tiny, go to sleep. All right, maybe not. Everyone have a good night.